Are they more than vaginas, breasts, and big booties? I don't know. Stay tuned. What's up? It's your girl Tanisha. Coming at you again. Today is Monday, my day off. And I was just on Facebook again. I spent a lot of time on Facebook, just browsing and networking and marketing. But I was in this one group that I'm a part of, and I won't say any names, but in this group, while I go in there to market and to network to the 10, 20,000 people that are in there, they're always posting pictures of things that have sexual content. You know, body parts, sexual acts, sexual jokes, things of this nature. And it's primarily the women that are doing it. So from what I'm seeing is there's a lot of women out there who believe that your vagina or your breast or your butt are what make you the woman that you are. And I just wanted to come and tell you today that if no one ever told you, you are more than a vagina. You are more than a butt. You are more than breast. You are more than mouth. You are more than the sexual gratification that you can bring to a man. Now, while this can be directed to most women, there's some communities that this is highly prevalent in. The African American community. Black women need to stop using their bodies as a means to gain what it is that they want out of life. You have the access to too many student loans. You have access to too many grants, too many scholarships to earn an education, to do something other than using your body parts to get what you want out of life. Now, I'm saying this as a highly educated African American woman who has her own businesses, plural. So, and I'm not coming down judging you, because I recognize there's some women who you weren't brought up in a society, or in an environment that said get a good education so you can write your own ticket in life. Now, while I know education is not the be-all, end-all, and everyone who gets a degree doesn't necessarily work in the field that they wanted to work in, I understand all of that. But the formula is the same. You put in the dedication and the time, whether it be a trade school, whether it be college, whether it be technical school, whether it be you educating yourself, whatever it may be, knowledge is what's going to bring you to the point to where you can now call your own shots. A lot of women can't call their own shots because you're using something that's so readily available. Let's be honest about it. Every woman walking around here on this earth has a vagina, has breasts, has a butt. Every woman in the world has those things. So you're no different in that physical, anatomical sense. However, what else do you bring to the table as a woman? Do you have an education of some level? Not saying you got to have a bachelor's, a master's, a JD, a PhD. Did you go to cosmetology school? Did you go to technical school to learn how electrical engineering? I don't care. What do you know how to do? You have to know to do something other than just shake your butt, other than to shake your breast, other than to just flaunt your vagina around as if it's something glorious. It's so many other vaginas in this world. So, especially my black ladies, my black women, this hurts me a lot because I see this so often that we've allowed ourselves to be degraded to the point of that we're nothing more than our reproductive organs. And it's saddening and it's sickening. It really, really is. I like to dance. I like to have a good time. I like to go out with my friends. And if a song comes on, I may shake my butt. But that's not my way of life. I don't use that as a mating call to find men who I can then seduce into giving me their money or giving me their attention or giving me a handbag or giving me shoes. I'm not coming down on anyone, but all I'm saying is there is a better way. Because you're going to get at the end of this road and realize there was a dead end. A dead end. Even if you're making money doing what you do, whether you're a prostitute, an escort, or whatever this is, even if you've gone that far, at some point, if you don't have the business sense to take that money and turn it into something else, you're going to die an escort or a prostitute or something worse. And I think a lot of the relationships between black men and women, and sometimes men and women, has been devalued to the point of prostitution. If I give you sex as a woman, you'll give me, pay my cell phone bill or pay a car note or pay my rent, or, you'll do whatever financially for me in exchange for my body. What makes you any different than the prostitute who's on the street that says, I'll give you fellatio in exchange for some money so I can go buy some dope? What makes that any different? There's no commitment. There's no loyalty. There's no trust. There's no relationship whatsoever. It's just a transaction. It's an agreement. It's a business move. And I just need women, black women especially, to get so much more confidence in yourself. So much more. You need to, I really don't even know how to explain it. But you got to do something to get yourself in a position to where you don't have to succumb to the objectification of men. In other words, you can call your own shots. So I'm just, I just keep seeing this and I'm just like, wow. And then when the regular, normal women come, then we get treated like the women who are giving up, busting it open at the drop of a dime. Every woman is not going to sleep with you, men. Every woman doesn't want to partake in the prostitute-like exchange of give you sex in exchange for whatever monetary or physical or financial gain there is to be obtained. I just really want to get on here and talk about this. Like, ladies, we got to step up our game. I'm all for dressing nice. I'm all for dressing like you have confidence in yourself. But if you have confidence in yourself, it doesn't even matter what you put on. You could put on a pair of sweat shoes and sweatpants and be just as confident, and no one else can knock you off of your confidence. But don't hide behind clothes, bags, purses, makeup, hair, and you're not really confident in who you are, and you let a man come and just treat you however he feels he wants to treat you. You do not and should not stand for it. Now, if you have a man that respects you, a man who treats you well, a man who talks to you appropriately, a man who's concerned about your best interest, a man, then I'm all for respect him. If he's your husband, submit to him. I'm all for that because we're both playing our position at that point in time. But if you're disrespecting me, devaluing me only to my body parts, that's my value? Really? What fits in my bra? What fits in my panties? That's my value? No. And when you allow yourself to be devalued to that level, then guess what? You get what you deserve. You get him cheating on you because you never required him to have enough respect for you to not cheat on you. You get him talking to you any kind of way. You get him doing whatever he wants to do, whenever he wants to do to you and to your children because you never required him to do otherwise. You never set a standard in yourself. And I'm a firm believer in if you don't respect yourself, how can you expect someone else to respect you? If you don't set standards in your own life, in your own situation, how can you expect someone else from the outside to come in and say, okay, well, this is the standard that we're all going to go by? No. If you're lost and cannot find yourself, then how do you expect someone else to come along and bring you out of being lost When the likelihood is guess what? They're lost too. It's a lot of lost men out here. It's a lot of lost women out here. And we need to get to the point to where we start to understand right is right and wrong is wrong. So many people want to dance around what's right, dance around what's wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Me selling my body to you? Really? So I just had to get that off my chest. Black women, we need to stand up. We need to stand up and be what we once were. We once were respected. We once were educated. We once were proud of who we are. We once were, women who, even no matter what you wore, you still had that respect and dignity for yourself. I don't care if I'm wearing a weave. I don't care if I'm wearing blue contacts because I need to be able to see. I'm still a black woman at the end of the day. And I respect myself as such. If I take off these contacts, I still respect myself. If I take off this weave, I still respect myself. It's not every woman that can say that. So respect has nothing to do with those types of things. Respect is something that you got to have it for yourself. And I just see such a lack of respect amongst black women. And black women, I'm ready. I'm ready for us to rise up and stop being looked at by society as baby making, butt twerking, multicolored synthetic weave wearing wenches, bed wenches, concubines. I'm tired of it. I just had to get that off my chest. You want to talk back to me? Do so. If you don't, do so. And once again, I say this because I love people and I want to see people do better and be better. So once again, this is Tanisha giving you a hugs from afar. Bye.